With all the talk there's been in Eagles camp around Jihad Campbell, and rightfully so. I mean, he has been progressing a lot. He's a lot further in his medical than what was initially thought. I think Jeremiah Trotter Jr. deserves the spotlight of how well he's played in training camp and in the preseason game, and how just highlight what he's shown that he can do, because it is terrific. Like, this guy can start for the Eagles if it hadn't been for Jihad Campbell suddenly entering the picture. Want to go through both games here. Let's get right into it. Trotter Jr. lined up right here on this play against the Bengals. We got a power for the Bengals on this one here. Okay, so we got the back. He's on the front side of the play here. Got two guys coming across right there, right there. For Trotter, his gap is right there. That's going to be occupied as shit with everybody coming up. So he's got one thing in mind. That's just shoot up there, be as physical as possible in the gap that he originally has. Okay? So Smile Mountain Jr. needs to see that this guy is moving over, and then just shoot over there and then assist on everything that's going on. We got gap here, gap here, gap here. Okay? So everything here is pretty much occupied for. So as everything moves around, they shuffle over. He goes here. Smile Mountain. When this guy goes, he just needs to shoot up. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Smile Mountain needs to follow his puller. And Trotter navigates traffic beautifully. Trotter Jr. rather. Got to get used to that. He navigates all the traffic in front of him, shoots and knifes in there, and makes a terrific tackle. This is the type of play that shows us good fundamental technique at the linebacker position. Jeremiah Trotter is lined up right here. We have a back out the backfield assignment, so he'll be playing man on the running back coming out right here. Now, in this play, the key things that we notice when the running back is coming out is that Jeremiah Trotter has inside leverage on him all the time. We'll see that as we play it right here. He has back out the backfield assignment. He's staying inside of the running back's inside shoulder at all times. He wants to keep his outside shoulder at the level of the running back, because when he does break to get even, and he tries to go inside or tries to shimmy out or tries to juke or whatever those nasty ball carriers can imagine, he's in position to break down and make the tackle. This is a textbook example of staying inside hip of a guy when you're back out the backfield, when you get into open space. Run, shimmy down, and then make a tackle. Really good play by Jeremiah Trotter Jr. This time we have Trotter Jr. lined up right here. And I really, really like this play. This is good fundamentals in physical football. What we see is the Eagles coming out here in an underfront, and we have Jeremiah Trotter fitting gaps in the weak side A gap right here. The rest of the gap schemes are as follows here. So everything here is pretty much locked up. Now what we got right off the bat, right off the snap here is 86, the inside wideout coming up here. He'll shoot up for Jeremiah Trotter Jr. immediately. That doesn't change anything for him. His gap is still right there. So he makes good physical contact on the tight end as soon as he's coming up to him. He read that it's run already, but he needs to be able to engage. Either he needs to be fast enough to shoot the gap before this guy can come in and make the block, or he needs to get rid of him with that contact initially, and then get in and make the play afterwards. And he makes good physical contact while keeping an eye on his primary responsibility in the gap. Comes up, makes a good physical tackle to limit the play to 2 yards. This play is exactly what I'm talking about. This is a play you will love to see a linebacker make. This is textbook run fitting. It's physical. It's everything you want to see. Trotter Jr. lined up right here. Okay, he's lined up right there. We're getting the motion here from the Browns initially. This guy's going to come out here. We're playing 21 formation. Okay, so we got two backs right here. We got one tight end. Okay, and we got the power. So this guy over here, this guard right here, is going to be pulling to the strong side. Now, with the way we're set up right here in the run fits, it's like this. There you go. There you go. There you go. So Trotter's gap is right here. Now what happens when 70 here is going to be pulling towards that side is that his gap is going to be moving with the guard, okay? So when that gap moves, he just needs to keep an eye on 70, on center as he's coming over there. Center's the guard. So he's coming over here. Trotter Jr. sees that immediately, and he's shooting right to the inside of the guard and fits his gap completely right as the guard comes in there. He's physical at the point of attack where he stalls all the movement of the line, and there's nowhere for the running back to go. Same shit on this play. 21, motion into it. We've seen it a couple times. It's preseason. It's the same play we see. 21 personnel, okay? 2 running backs, tight end here. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. lined up right there. What do we think we got? We got pull again from center. So we get to see some more good linebacker play from Jeremiah Trotter because he knows this. He reads this. This is easy for him. He's been watching his dad play it all the time. Look at the physicality of him right here. Center's going. He shoots right up there in his gap. Throws himself in there. Shimmy, shimmy. Boom. Shimmy, shimmy with it. See the pull. Go. Boom. Good play. In the pass game here, and this is less of coverage ability, more so of being an athlete and actually know the trigger rules of when the quarterback decides to scramble here. And also staying inside hip to the quarterback here. Dylan Gabriel is going to be shooting out, or he's going to be bailing the pocket. We got Jeremiah Trotter right there. He sees that. Good pursuit to him. Stays inside hip. Even when he's chasing the quarterback here. No gain on the play. Lined up right there. You see him drop back into an underneath zone. That's because they're playing back out backfield here with the 2 linebackers. So whatever side the running back released to, the opposite guy. So he releases out here. Campbell will follow out. He'll play underneath zone right here. Good trigger. Good play. Back out the backfield, man coverage rep for Trotter Jr. Does a good job of staying inside hip to his guy. He's lined up right there. Got the running back coming out in the swing. Notice, again, how he's sprinting out with him. As soon as he catches the ball, he starts shimmying down a little bit, shuffling his feet more than just sprinting and cross-legging. That keeps him more in balance and makes sure that he can defend any type of inside move the running back might pull on him. And then he triggers in the tackle at a relevant time. Good play against the pass, good play against the run. What do we have in pass rush for us? What do you have? Show us what you got here, Trotter Jr. Well, then this thing comes around, okay? So he's lined up right here. Blitzing against 39. I like this move. I know he doesn't get there. I think it's athletic. I think it's a good bend. I think it's a good swim move. And he regains his balance afterwards to where if Gabriel doesn't throw that ball, he's gonzo. Zone right. There you go. This guy's going to be shooting straight up for Trotter Jr. immediately. Really nice cut block to feet. He's going to be shooting for his knees. Athletic stop by Trotter. Shoots his hands down to puts his hands on the face and the shoulder pad of the guard here to kind of utilize his momentum in stopping and changing your own direction so you don't just drive into a guy who's falling down on your knees. Good technique here. I really like to see how instinctual he plays this. Against the Bengals starting offensive line, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. has this rep against zone right run where I like to see what he's doing here against the blocker here. So he's lined up right there, and like I said, we got zone right, so nothing is over the center here to either side here or to his right side is more relevant. And then he just shoots up for Trotter Jr. Okay, and I like to see how he takes this on. He's physical at the point of engage, but he doesn't just stop there. You see that so many times where nothing just happens from the linebacker after that. But here, it's a push-pull. Okay, so even though there's so much space right here to work with for the center, So if the running back was to just completely, go to that side, now naturally you don't want to spend too much time push pulling and stuff like that. You just want to grab on and hold on to the tackle and trying to limit their gain. But here, where he goes up here, but it kind of becomes a clusterfuck in behind it, you have time. Like it takes about a second. He's completely free from the center afterwards. So I really like the move. I like the plan. I like the execution. Good blitz by Trotter Jr. on this rep. Displaying good speed as he's coming in there on the B-gap blitz. It's unfortunate that we're running, or the Bengals they have a 5-yard curl, or 5-yard out rather, to Jamar Chase, because if he just holds on to this like a second longer, Trotter Jr. is right in there for the sack. I think it's really good speed. I think he delays it well. I think he times it well. We'll see that from the box view as well. There is zero movement from it. The offensive linemen, they can't plan. They can't point him out like pre-snap. Line up right there. Even with motion and everything going on. Really hesitant. As soon as the snap goes, he's off. Nice display of technique here on the backside pursuit from Trotter Jr. on a zone to the left side here. So he's going to be the backside pursuit linebacker on this play. And I really like how once again, we've seen it in an outside play a couple times. He's lined up right here, that he's staying on the inside shoulder of the running back. So here the entire line is moving, and he's just keeping his backside pursuit all throughout. Again, you see the same sort of technique that he displayed when he was on the open field. Sort of the same thing here, okay? So he's got the B gap here to the backside. So basically for him, it's just about shuffling with the line of scrimmage until something declares up front in front of him. His gap is completely collapsed right here. So he's just going to shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Running back's coming up. He makes a good tackle here along with his guys down the line.